Hello, welcome to Math 143. Today we're going to go over even or odd functions, variation, and the composition of two functions. So let's start with problem 56 on page 159. And this is an even or odd problem. It asks if the function f of x equals x cubed minus 2x plus 4 is even or odd. So I want to point out, though, that you've got the test for an even function sees if you plug negative x into the function, if the function is equal to the original one. And then the test for odd functions sees if you plug in negative x, if the function is then equal to the negative of itself. And another thing I want to point out that neither is also an option. So you can have a function that is neither even or odd. So let's do this. So to test this, I'm just going to plug negative x into this and see what happens. Now, doing the math on this, we get, okay, so now how do we test it against the others? Well, first, it's obviously not even because it does not equal the original. This does not equal the original function. To test for odd, we'll take the original function and multiply it by -1. So let's do that, okay? And as you'll note, these aren't equal either. So we've got our, it is our third option. It is neither odd nor even. So on to the next one. The next one is problem 74 from page 160. And it is a variation problem. So it asks the pumping time. So it's the rate of time required to empty a tank of water varies inversely as the rate R of pumping. And so what that means is that it wants you to set up the equation for the relationship between these two, and then it gives you the values that you need in order to find the value of your constant. So it says it varies inversely as R. So what this means is that T is equal to K over R, because that's what this varies inversely means. All right, so next we'll solve for K, and they give us the values for T, both T and R in this case, and so they give us T is equal to 35 minutes, and then R is equal to 800, I believe that's kiloliters per minute. Okay, so now how do we solve this? Well, you just take this guy from this side and multiply it across. Now, you'll notice I'm using units. You don't really have to do this. It's just a habit I picked up doing chemistry. All right, so we do the multiplication. These cancel out. And then this becomes 28,000 kiloliters is equal to K. Okay, so now the problem asks, how long will it take the pump to empty the same tank at a higher rate of 14 kiloliters per minute? So, well, now all we have to do is take this value for K, plug it back into our original function here. So now we've got T is equal to 28,000 kiloliters over R. All right, so they give us R this time, and if we plug that in, we've got 1400 kiloliters per minute, and that, doing the math, will give us T. That ends up being T equal to 20 minutes, which is what the problem asked for.